Hey, hello, and it's Debra E. Johnson. Welcome back to my channel where the theme is Tell of His Goodness. Thank you so much for joining me today. And we're back doing the Bible series again, Tell of His Goodness through the different books of the Bible. And today we are in the book of Joshua and we are talking about God's goodness. So let's think. When we talk about Joshua, the book of Joshua, we see that the Israelites have crossed over into Canaan. God was gracious unto them and parted the Jordan River. This time the priests got in the water and they walked before and they walked ahead of the Israelites and the river just backed up. And God allowed them to cross, and then they put 12 stones at the bank of the river as a memorial for God allowing them to cross over and his goodness and kindness unto them and keeping their word to them as he had promised their forefathers, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, that they would cross over. He would give them a land. And he was finally giving them the land that he had said unto Abraham. And so we have them crossed over. And then we see also throughout the book of Joshua that the Israelites, they actually, Jericho walls come down because they have obeyed God and did what he said to do and walked around the walls each day. And then on the seventh day, walked around 7 times. And the walls went down flat. And they went in and destroyed the city minus Rahab and her family. And so then we see God's goodness as God just divides the land that he has promised them according to the different tribes. And so we can see God again, and this is a great example of God's provision and how he says he's going to do it and he does it. And so we see God's goodness. If he promises he's going to provide for you, just like he said to the Israelites, he's going to do it. He's going to get it done. And so I want you to be thinking about God's goodness. What has God provided for you? What has God said he was going to do? And he did it. He absolutely did it. Isn't that so cool? And so I want you to think about that again and again. God's goodness as he provided for the Israelites and how he'll provide for you. The days may seem a little bit strange. The times are interesting according to us being in the COVID era. And people say we can't have this and we can't have that. But God has the final say. So are you listening to God? Are you looking for God to make the provisions? Are you looking for God to take care of you and work things out for you? Because God has the final say. Just like he took care of the Israelites as he promised he would, and they got into the promised land as he said, so he will take care of you. Please, please tell of God's goodness again and again. Hopefully you know the scriptures and you can tell the scriptures from the book of Genesis and Exodus and Numbers and Deuteronomy and Joshua. But even if you don't know the scriptures, if you just happen to be coming here and you're like, oh, I just kind of happened on Sister Deborah's channel. Well, how is God good to me? I want you to think. Did he provide the food? Did he provide the clothes? Did he provide the college education? Did he spare somebody's life? Did he spare your life? Think about how good God is. And then I want you to go out and tell somebody just how good he is. In spite of the trouble, in spite of the circumstance, in spite of the difficulties. God says that many are the afflictions of the righteous, but the Lord will deliver him out of them all. And if you're not sure if you're righteous, then I encourage you to go back and talk to God about it. Talk to God about it. Search out the scriptures. Certainly you can think about John 3:16. You've probably heard of that one before. Think about how God will provide for you in this life and if you ask him in the life to come. If you repent in the life to come, he'll also provide for you. God is always, always, always taking care of his own. Remember how good God is. Tell somebody else, and I'm sure you'll make yourself that much more happy. This is Debra E. Johnson. Thank you so much for coming to my channel. Please like and subscribe, share, because the more of us that are telling of God's goodness, the more of us that we're acting as ambassadors for Christ, the faster the world will know just how good he is. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.